my crafty friends. It's Same Six Wednesday, and this is our 6th month, which means when I do this page, this little journal will be finished. It's gone by really quick. I have enjoyed it every single month. It has been so much fun. This month, our goodies came from Maria Verano, and her YouTube channel is Maria's Miscellany. And so these are the goodies she sent. And I haven't opened this since I got it. I mean, except for right when I got it. So I don't remember what's in here, but I'm looking forward to. Oh, here we go. She says, "I can't wait to see what you do with your goodies. Hugs and blessings, Maria." So that's cute. That was nice of her. Send that with it. And here's my goodies. I'm not sure I even looked at the goodies because they're all taped up. But I may have. I don't know if that is part of it or if that's something extra, but I like it. Let's see if there's 6 things inside, then I'll know the tape's not part of it. But we might use it anyway. It just depends. Okay. We've got, oh, look at that. I love that. It's a piece out of a crochet, some kind of crochet piece, table runner, doily, something like that. And in this foil packet are some, oh, a little deer. How sweet. And some little clothespins. Do they open? Yes, they do. How fun are those? And then here is a yo-yo. I think that's what those are called. Very cool. And 20 questions card, Women in American History. Amelia Earhart. Let's see. Amelia Earhart worked as a nurse in a Canadian military hospital during World War I. She went off into the wild blue yonder. That probably would be the clue that would have gotten me. I contacted the Coast Guard cutter Itasca. Became known as Lady Lindy. Dropped out of college to earn money for flying lessons. Was born in Kansas in 1897. Was awarded with the Distinguished Flying Cross. Was the first woman to fly across the United States in both directions. Was a resident social worker in Boston in 1926. She was a woman's counselor at Purdue University in 1935 and tried to fly around the world in 1937. So she was 40 years old when she tried to fly around the world. On my first trip across the Atlantic, I was a passenger. I was the first woman to fly from Honolulu to the United States mainland. I kept a log on my first crossing. I founded the 99s, an international organization of licensed women pilots. I enrolled in the pre-med program at Columbia University and has been missing since 1937. That's really interesting. And then there's this piece. Oh, look at there. That's really cool. So I'm wondering, Maria, did this come with these holes punched in it, or did you just do that for fun? They're very evenly spaced as they go in a diagonal, which makes me think they came this way, but I have never seen paper like that. How fun that's going to be. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is a nifty little thing, but I don't think it was intended to be, I think it was just to hold stuff as well as this. So I'm going to set those aside because I want to use the stuff she sent and intended for me to use. Okay, we're going to just tear this. Let me see if I can get my tear ruler. I have a video on how to make this tear ruler. It was very easy, and I have one that I spent good money on, but I like this one better. So if you want a tear ruler but you don't want to spend the money on one, watch that video. It's in my DIY art supplies or craft supplies or something like that. Anyway, it's the only playlist I have that says DIY at the front of it. But I like that tear ruler. Okay, so we're going to put this in here. And that made it just perfect to fit framed in this book. So I love that. Before I glue it down, though, I want to make sure that that's what I want to do, because I'm thinking it would also make a fun pocket. But so would this. Or this could be a belly band. Whatever I do with it, I'm going to have to cut one of these things. Either if I made it into a pocket, I would have to cut one. If I did it this way, you know, I would have to cut one. Okay, I'm going to pause the video for just a second and think for a minute, because when you got new stuff in front of you and it's something you haven't worked with before like this, you have to think about it a minute. So I want to do the most fun thing I can with this. So I'm going to think a minute. Okay, I kind of have an idea of what I might do. I'm going to start, though, by inking this up. And we're going to put it in there. And she's, except for the yellow on this and the green, we've got kind of neutral colors. We've got this brown and this cream, and then these cute little silver things that keep wanting to come apart. But so I think I'm going to just use a I've got an ink. Let's see, which one is it? Let's look at my, I made me a thing so I wouldn't have to try to figure out. And I think this orange blossom would be something really good to ink this with. I don't know how it will show up, but if anything, it'll just get darker, and so it should look even better with that, with this. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I don't want to, I think I'm going to ink this one, now that I'm thinking about it, with a dark green. I think I'll use that fern green, because it, at least I think the color will go better than the library green. And it's not quite as bright as the leaf green. So we're going to do that too. Okay, we're going to start out with this, because this kind of inking is easy. I think this will emphasize the paper to have the darker green around the edges. Okay, make sure I've got it right side up here. And this one, let's move that out of the way. I'm just going to kind of go across it. So all the little irregularities in this paper really show. It really shows off the texture of the paper. I like that. And it looks like it just belongs with that. So that's good. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start by just gluing this in. And I'm not going to do it exactly in the middle because I want it to be kind of framed. So I'm just going to start with it right here and then work my way over. Kind of just going around these little circles. I don't think that it's, since I'm not putting wet media on top of it, it won't hurt if it's not, if every little minute inch of it is not stuck down. So I'm just going to save myself some gluey worries by doing it that way. Well, plan was to try to get it even, and okay, let's see if we can. There we go. It's not perfect, but I get some, well, a little bit. Okay. There we go. Now, I first thought that I might make a pocket, but I didn't really want to cut into the middle of one of these. So I think I've decided what I'm going to do actually is use these. And I don't know if I want to put it in from the side. I think it'll be safer to put it in from the top. And just use those to hold this in place. And let that be what's on this side. I kind of like that. I haven't ever used little clothespins to do that before in a journal. So I think that's going to be cute. It will be something I'll have to watch when I put it in the shelf, but that's okay. And I want to use this. So I think I'm gonna trim between these. If I can find my scissors. Okay, here we go. There we go. So I can put these two down. I really like that. I was trying to decide what to do with this. I thought it might be cute like that, but the little deer will really hide like that, but it also complements it, and so I think they should both be used on here. I thought about doing it like this, you know, put that here and this here. I thought of a lot of different things, and then I decided I'm going to take it apart. Nothing says we have to use everything exactly the way it came. Okay, and I think I can take that and put it down, and it puts a really nice texture behind the little crocheted piece. I really like that. And then I can put my little deer right on there. I could put him in the center, I guess, if I want to. I think maybe like that. Maybe on top of the, I don't know. I want him to show up. Maybe down here. I do want him to show up. That's pretty too. I could put it over here and let it be the pretty thing you see when this is taken out. Okay, I'm going to leave that there and think about it. Maybe even have it peeking out down here. I'm trying to decide if it might be fun to have him just kind of sitting on there like that. I think I like that. And I do like being able to take this out and reading about her on the back. I really like that too, because that's a cool quick glimpse of history there. So, all right, we're going to start by gluing this down. Oh, this is really pretty and soft in here too. Would we rather do it like this? That gives it an even more texture. Let's do that. We're going to take advantage of all the texture that came in this package. Now I think I'm going to take my art glitter glue and glue this back down because I like being able to see that. I like it. I hope Maria doesn't mind that I took her yo-yo apart. Yep. Okay. I'm going to just turn this over and I'm going to put art glitter glue in a bunch of little places all over it. Okay. Now I want to try to center this as good as I can. This is not centered. So, and I did that on purpose because I want this to hang be a little bit more above it, but I want it to be pretty much centered in the page. And I'm a little concerned about these sticking up. That concerns me a little bit. So I think I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to attach this in maybe like that. No, I still want to be able to, maybe there. Okay, yeah, let's do that. We will attach it. Then we may not. We may glue these down too and just tuck. Oh, let's try that. What if we glue these down and we just tuck it under those? Will that work? We may have to use a hot glue gun if we're going to do that. I think it'll look cute. I don't know if it'll actually hold the card in. Okay. If we do them from the side and we only glue this back part, then we can just tuck it under like that. I don't know if it'll work or not. We're going to try it and see. Let me get my glue gun. Okay, while that's heating up, I think I'm going to take my paper trimmer and trim off a little bit beside it, and try to make it more centered. It's printed off center, so I can either have it centered from the front or the back, and I think I'll have it centered from the front. I just want to be able to read the back. That's what's important. But I think it'll slide under those little clips better if I don't have to raise it up, getting it beside the over on the other side of the page in order to get it under there. Okay. Well, that turned out pretty good in the back. So I centered with the front and it worked good in the back. So that was nice. Okay. Worked out nice. But this way I can glue a little bit more and still tuck it under. And I think it would be good to glue one at the top and one at the side. Then I can tuck it under each one of those, and that'll hold it in place from two different directions. So that's kind of what I'm planning to do with that. I think I want to go ahead and ink this. It's got the green on it already, so we're just going to ink it with this orange. We're still having to wait on the hot glue gun, so we might as well. Let's go ahead and put this back in my art glitter glue so it doesn't end up plugging up. Okay, I'm going to do it. One of them right there, and the other one about here. And I'm going to just do half of it. So let's see if we can get nope, not yet. No, oh, it's on low. No wonder it's not working. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going to pause it until it's ready. Okay. Once it starts to drip, you know that you're probably all right. I'm just going to put that down. And then we're going to do it up here. Okay. Oh, so one of the main things I don't like about glue guns is the stringy stuff, but that was the easiest, fastest way to get those to glue on, and may not be the best way, but it doesn't stink like E6000, and it glues much faster. All right, it's almost good enough, I think, to go ahead and slide this in. There we go. I like it. Thank you for the fun stuff, Maria. I had fun. This has been a great fun challenge. Next month, I think we're all going to do a flip through of all the pages and things that we made. So thank you for joining us. And I didn't say this at the beginning, and I should have. I'm sorry. Down below in the description box will be the links to the other 5 ladies who are doing this same 6 Wednesday challenge. I acted like everybody, has seen all of them so far, and some of you may not have. So if you'll just click on the first person in the link underneath in the description box, it will take you to the next person. And when you've clicked through and you get back to mine, you've seen them all. But this has been a great challenge, and I've had so much fun. Thank you, Tanya, for arranging all of this. God bless you. Bye-bye.